Bros. This is the All Bros podcast. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we are a couple of aspiring filmmakers that love to watch and critique movies, but also enjoy a lot of bit of the nerd life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this week on the podcast in Adventures in Hunting, we got one new... It's technically one new line of pop figures that we cannot be more excited about, and that sucks.
Because our wallets are crying.
We got 2 new Blu-Rays coming out this week. And through the wall news, we just got some MCU news. Like probably the biggest news of the freaking week.
Yeah. Of the month. Of the year.
I wouldn't
go
that
far. Of the century. I'm going that far.
You activated your Batman voice.
I did.
In this week's sneak peeks, we got a couple trailers. Birds of Prey got a new trailer today, or the day that we're recording.
Don't you mean? Never mind. I'll get into it later.
Yeah, and then Stranger Things season 4 also got a trailer this week, more a teaser than a trailer. But
it was literally just words and music.
That's it. Then Rose is going to update us on what's in the box for this week. And then for our main event of the evening, we are going to be doing a Halloween costume showdown. So, with that, let's get into it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Gosh damn it, Rose.
You didn't ask, like, what do you say let's do, what do you say we do it?
That's what we usually do.
Well, yeah,
gosh damn it.
Well, usually I ask you, like, oh, Caleb, what do you say we begin? You're like, hell yeah, let's do it.
You gotta mix it up a little bit.
Well,
shit.
Fine. Let's do it, okay?
All right, first off with Adventures in Hunting, we got a new line of Pops coming out soon, and it freaking sucks. So the line that we're getting is the...
Caleb would turn his phone on silent.
Sorry.
Come on, man. We've been doing this podcast for how long?
I know.
Don't know podcast etiquette.
In my defense, the past 3 weeks, we haven't been doing this in person, and we've been doing it over the phone. So I couldn't really get notifications while I was on the phone with you.
Okay, that's a good point.
So, screw you.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
Yeah, so the new line of figures that we got like a ton, is the Fantastic Four. And this is freaking awesome and sucks at the same time. So the first one, or the first 4, obviously, are the Fantastic Four. So Mr. Fantastic, Human Torch, all kind of fired up.
Don't you mean flamed up?
Flamed up? What did I say?
You said fired up. Fired up makes more sense, but I just wanted to say flamed up.
Yeah.
I don't know, just because he always says flame on, so trying to be cool, it didn't really work.
No, it did not. And then we also got a thing, or the thing.
I was like, a thing? What you mean, the thing?
Yeah, then we got the thing. All really great commons.
They are. I need Mr. Fantastic the most because he's my favorite.
I need all 4 of these.
I do too, but if I had to choose, I'm gonna go with Mr. Fantastic.
If I had to choose one,
yeah,
I honestly probably wouldn't pick any of the Fantastic Four then.
Damn.
Yeah. So, we'll get to the one that I want though. If I had to pick one. So the next one that we got are majority of their villains. So the first one that they're showing is Mole Man, which I don't know a lot about.
I didn't even know that was
I know who Mole Man is.
I didn't even know that was a villain.
I actually learned about him in the Superhero Squad show.
That was actually a good show.
It was really good, dude. I love that show. The next we got Dr. Doom, which I almost would prefer. Like, I almost prefer the original Doctor Doom, but isn't that one like a grail?
Shit ton of money? Yeah.
Next we got, I think his name's Kirby, the robot.
Sure.
Which it doesn't make sense for them to show Kirby without without bringing Franklin in, or Franklin Richards, Mr. Fantastic's son. Because I think that's his caretaker.
Oh.
So yeah, there's Kirby.
Maybe in Wave 2?
Maybe. Next we got the Super Skrull, which looks freaking awesome. Has like a mixture of all of their powers. So one of his hand is all rocky, like the Thing. The other one is like stretchy with fire at the end, like his hand's on fire. So kind of the mixture of Mr. Fantastic and Human Torch.
Yep.
And then his foot is invisible or clear. So
either or.
Really cool figure. Not a big fan of the teeth.
I'm not either. Honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it was Green Goblin.
I probably would have thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because purple and the green face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. Next, we got Galactus.
Caleb's most sought after one.
Yes, this is the one that I am 100% after. I love Galactus. And I don't get why they didn't make this a 6-inch or a 10-inch. Or even what they did with Batman and make him a 19-inch.
I thought you didn't want to talk about that.
I did not want to talk about it, but it doesn't make sense now.
Well, now that you bring it up, Funko might do a good job.
I hope not. I want a 6-inch. I want a 6-inch Galactus. Is that too much to ask?
Apparently so. I wouldn't even settle for 6-inch. I'd go for 10-inch with Galactus.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
But I think I could call it good at 10-inch.
Just because 10-inch...
Because the 9-inch or the 19-inch are really expensive.
Yeah, close to $100.
Yeah. And then the last one in the common line is Silver Surfer. And this is one that I want, but I want the original Silver Surfer.
Wish you luck with that.
He's not a Grail, is he?
Yeah, like all of the original Fantastic Four pops are Grails. They
Serious?
they go for over $100.
I thought I saw someone getting rid of a Silver Surfer for like really cheap.
Let's find out how much he's going for on Pop Art's Guide.
Yeah, look that up while I talk about the other ones.
Okay.
So yeah, then we got 4, technically 5 exclusives. The first exclusive that we have is the Barnes & Noble exclusive Thing. And he is in kind of like a trench coat with a hat.
I want this one. This one looks awesome.
It looks really cool. The next one is a GameStop exclusive Invisible Woman. And the only thing that's different about this one is her legs are clear.
Which, I mean, that one looks better than the common. So, of course, they had to make that an exclusive.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to shoot for getting that one. But if it comes to that and getting the common, I'll get this one, but I'm fine getting the common.
I honestly would have expected them to do that one as, like, the chase of...
Right?
Yeah.
That would have made more sense.
Yeah, I would have. Okay, I lied. The original Silver Surfer goes for $33.
Yeah, see? That's reasonable.
That is very reasonable. The Thing, though, goes for a lot of money.
Yeah, the Thing's freaking ridiculous.
I
think the Thing is the only Fantastic Four that they did.
Yeah.
Or other than Doctor Doom.
Yeah, the Thing goes for $195.
Bloody hell. The next exclusive that we got is a Funko specialty series. So is that like Funko Shop?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
so
no. So that goes to like comic book stores, like stuff like that.
Okay. So yeah, we got one of those specialty ones. It's a glow in the dark Human Torch, and it's it's Johnny Blaze, not really Human Torched up, but his hands are on fire.
Still really cool.
Super cool.
Okay.
Like, that's one I would
really
want.
Quickly, I just want to point this out. I just saw there's a metallic blue-eyed Thing It's worth over $1,200.
Holy ball sack. Holy shit.
Damn. Okay, now I gotta see how much Doctor Doom is worth. I'm sorry.
Yeah, do that. And then the other exclusive that we got is another Hot Topic, it's a Hot Topic exclusive Human Torch. Kind of the same situation that the other one had, except this one, his hands are on fire and his feet. And this is one that I want.
Honestly, I kind of want that one more than the common.
This is the one I'm going after.
Yeah.
Instead of the common. But if I can't find this one, then I'm
considering it's going to Hot Topic, I don't think it'll be hard to find.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay with at least the two that I want, rather other than the common.
Okay, I'd have to agree with you. I like the original Doctor Doom better too.
Yeah, right?
$110 though.
Not $100. I don't like him $110 more.
And then there was an exclusive metallic version of it that was exclusive to Bangkok Comic-Con, and that's worth $260.
Damn.
And then there was a black and white one released only to Fugitive Toys that's worth $115.
Holy shit.
What was up with that?
What do you mean?
You said hoary shit. Instead of holy shit, you said hoary shit.
Don't question it.
Okay. I'm just questioning your English.
Then the last exclusive that we got is a Target exclusive 10-inch thing. And this looks pretty cool. I don't know if this is something I could pass up.
Right?
Especially after what happened with the 10-inch Hulk that one time when I found him and the dude was lowering the price. He's like, I'll give it to you for $25. And I was like, no, it's broken, dude. And he's like, I'll give it to you for $20. And I'm like, biggest mistake of my life. I should have gotten it.
But I mean, you have it now. So.
I do have it now. Thanks to the guy I bought it from.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
How dare you?
I know. It was forever ago.
Yeah,
it was a while ago.
Yeah, you were back at the old place when that happened.
Yep. Yeah. So, those are all the pop figures that we got announced. Don't know when they're up for pre-order right now. But I don't know when they're officially getting released.
I'm just really grateful Mr. Fantastic isn't an exclusive.
Yeah. That would suck. I have a feeling that for a really long time, the 4 are going to be really hard to find.
Don't say that. Asshole. Why you gotta think like that?
That's what you get for your 10-inch Hulk comment earlier.
Hey, Brielle made the same comment.
I know, but she's my wife. I can't be mad at her. That often.
That often? I love that.
Moving on to Blu-rays. We got Toy Story 4 coming out this week, along with Midsommar.
I actually missed one. Annabelle Comes Home also comes out.
Annabelle Comes Home?
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
I didn't.
I didn't either, obviously. Because I'm a little bitch.
Hey, but you saw Child's Play.
That is true.
Yeah, so we saw it. So Toy Story 4 will be getting a 4K release as well as just a regular Blu-ray release. Best Buy will be getting an exclusive steelbook, and I hate that they're not going with how they did the steelbooks for Toy Story 1, 2, and 3, where it looked kind of it's not like pop art, but it's kind of like when they're first drawing the characters in a storyboard, but it's colored, and I love it. It looks fantastic. But no, for this steelbook, where is it? Did they take it off? Oh, here it is. I was like, did they decide not to release it? Because that'd be smart. They're doing that. That's so plain. That's what they did with Ralph Breaks the Internet.
That's so boring.
I know. So the front is Woody, Buzz, and Bo Peep, and then the back, I think, is Ducky, Bunny, and Duke Kaboom, and then the inside is just Ducky, Bunny, and Buzz when they're at that party or something.
That's so plain.
Right. So honestly, I'm just going to go with the regular 4K release because I think that actually has a way better cover. Here, let me show you.
Yeah, show me the cover.
Who wants to?
Because that's the steelbook.
Yeah, that's the
That
steelbook.
steelbook is so boring.
I know, right? That's just the regular version.
That's way cooler.
I know, right?
Like, it has like a fun background.
Yeah.
The other one's just like cardboard.
Yeah, and I like the poses
Well-lit
for Woody
cardboard.
and Buzz way better. And I like that they included Forky as well. So,
See,
yeah.
that was lazy.
That very lazy. Like, the Target exclusive, I think, looks better. I don't know if I'll get the Target exclusive. This is the Target exclusive. Shit, I might actually have to get that. One edition includes collectible, filmmaker gallery, and storybook. Ugh.
Ooh,
I like that a lot, actually.
that one's really cool.
Shit.
Yeah, what the hell were they thinking with that steelbook?
I don't know.
It's well-lit cardboard background, and it just like those basic posters that they had with the individual characters.
Yeah, that's...
And just like cropped on top of each other.
Yep.
Like, I could probably make that exact poster with minimal effort.
Yeah, exactly.
Dumb.
Like, usually I always go for steelbooks, but I actually might go for this digibook. Or I don't know if it's a... Okay, I just hope it's like how like Marvel does their digibooks. That's what I'm hoping for. Because I love how they do their digibooks, so that's what I'm hoping. Because I really do like that cover.
Yeah.
Shit, I might be going to Target next Tuesday morning. Shit.
Then, like I said, the other release we got was Midsummer, which I don't think either of us have seen.
No. Didn't like
But-
people like they either loved it or they hated it? Wasn't it kind of like...
Those are pretty good movies.
Really?
Like even if you don't like them, they usually end up being pretty decent. At least
Okay.
in my experience,
Okay.
they have been. Like, there's been some where I'm like, okay, I get people don't like this. I don't really care for it, but it was okay.
Okay.
So that might be one I might not rent.
I
Might
mean,
get it,
I'd
like,
wait
see it on
till
Netflix.
yeah, or Hulu or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the other release is Annabelle Comes Home, which I'll definitely check out. Maybe like when it's like on sale. I still haven't even seen what's the second Annabelle called?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Annabelle 2.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Annabelle Homecoming.
All right.
Oh wait, no. Considering this one's called Annabelle Comes Home, the second one should be called Annabelle Far From Home.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay, so moving on to Through the Wall news, because I think that's everything we got in Adventures in Hunting, right?
Yep, that's it.
Cool. Yeah, so moving on to our Through the Wall segment. Big news in the MCU. Spider-Man is back home again.
For 2 more movies.
Yeah, so one more solo and then one like
Crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was announced. When was it? Yesterday?
No, it was like I want to say it was like Friday.
Was it Friday?
Yeah, it was last week. So
But freaking amazing news.
yes,
Could not be happier with that.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Did you see Tom Holland's response
Yes,
on Instagram?
I saw his Instagram post.
Perfect, absolutely perfect.
Yeah. I hope that Sony and Disney can come to like a more permanent agreement
I do too.
in the future. And I would be extremely happy if they were just like, yeah, we're just going to keep them like bouncing back and forth.
Yeah,
Like, because honestly, if they're, what I would do if I were Sony is just wait for Marvel to introduce the multiverse with Doctor Strange 2. And then just kind of say, this is the multiverse now. This is the Marvel multiverse. And there's like the Sony like universe, and then there's the MCU universe. Like, that's honestly what I would do. That way, Spider-Man could bounce back and forth,
Yeah,
and it
no,
would
I
make
completely agree.
sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, especially if they just, like, explained it a little bit at the beginning of a movie.
Yeah.
Like, if they just opened and just said, in Universe 2, or whatever, like, kind of what they did in, at the end of, Venom. Like, you stayed till the end, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So you know how they showed the little clip for, Into the Spider-Verse?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, how they did the whole, like, portal-looking thing, and they're like, in another universe.
Yeah.
Like, why don't they just do that?
Exactly. And it's not that hard to do.
No, you just
easy.
do a little portal and be like, in an alternate universe.
Yeah.
Or just in a not MCU universe. MC universe.
Yeah.
I like the sound of
Spidey
that.
even said in Far From Home, "You're telling me there's a multiverse?"
Yeah, but then
I know
we
it was
realized he was faking.
Yeah, I know. I know it was. He was faking it, but still, he did say it.
Touche. So, yeah, super happy about it. I love it.
Me too.
I'm interested to see what the crossover is going to be.
Yeah, because I know they don't have any new Avengers movies planned for a while.
Yeah. So the next Spider-Man film is coming out in 2021?
Yep.
Awesome. 2021 is going to be a busy year.
No kidding.
Like, there's most of the shows are coming out in 2021.
Yeah.
A lot of the movies are coming out in 2021.
Better start saving now.
Yeah. Good thing we're part of that movie club.
Oh, you joined?
Yeah, we signed up.
Hell yeah, man.
When did we sign up? A couple weeks ago?
Hell yeah. It's worth it.
It's so worth
Yeah.
it, dude. Love it. Okay, moving on to this week's sneak peeks. We got 2 new trailers. First one we're going to talk about is Stranger Things Season 4, which there's not a lot to say about it.
You just get the cool ass music and then, Stranger Things and then boom, 4.
Yeah, and that's it.
I mean, it's cool, but then, after
get
that,
this gave
you
you
get the
zero info.
well, no, but then it has the subtitle, "We're not in Hawkins anymore."
Okay, you get 0.1% info.
I mean, it still gives us something to go off of, though.
Like what?
That we're not in Hawkins anymore.
Okay, so the Upside Down just kind of follows 11 to wherever the hell the Myers moved.
Sure. Yeah.
That's dumb.
I don't know. We'll see what the Duffer Brothers come up with.
Didn't they say this is the last one?
I don't know. I hope not.
Like, I think, if I remember right, I think they said this is like the last one. Like, it was only meant to last 4 seasons.
Aww.
It is a bummer, but I think I've said this before. I appreciate when a creator knows when to call it quits.
Yeah. I'd rather them go out on a high note and the note that they want to go off on rather than being forced to continue.
Yeah, because I feel like that's where a lot of shows went wrong.
The Simpsons. Excuse me.
I think Smallville also did that. Like, I think it went on for a couple seasons longer than it needed to, but I think it was just the middle. Like, some of the middle seasons were just like,
do you feel that way about The Big Bang Theory?
I actually lost interest in Big Bang Theory.
Really?
Or, like, not lost interest. I still like some of the jokes. I just didn't keep up with it.
I didn't either. I own all the seasons, and I'm so behind.
Yeah,
I really need to catch up. I'm ahead on what I find funny is, like, I'm all caught up on Young Sheldon, but, like, I'm only on, like, season 4 of The Big Bang Theory. I'm so behind.
Yeah, I think I left off on season 6, I think.
Okay. And there's 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have I'm like halfway.
Yeah. More than me.
Yeah. It's something I'd binge watch for sure. It's just keeping up week to week was just a lot.
No, the only show I've been able to do that with, and just because it's so good, is Superstore.
Superstore?
I love that show so much.
Yeah, Hulu makes it really easy to kind of just keep up with.
They do
with everything.
And I finally switched to the no commercial thing on Hulu, and
isn't it the best?
Yeah, I'm so grateful I did. It's worth the extra $6 a month.
Hell yeah, it is. Dude, I'm excited to throw in, like, because how much is the no commercial thing?
Like how much extra?
Yeah. Or like how much is it total?
$12 a month.
$12?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for 16 or like just under $17, you can get Disney Plus and Hulu. And I'm not sure if it's the commercial free. I think it might be a little extra if you do commercial free. But Disney Plus and Hulu,
worth it.
Totally worth it.
Yeah. I'll definitely be signing up for that.
Yeah. But yeah, back on track. The other trailer that we got was the Birds of Prey and the... shit. I don't even know the full name of it.
Let's just call it the Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah,
That's
it's basically Harley
is.
Quinn featuring the Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
That's what
Isn't
it comes
it like
down
the
to
fabulous emancipation of Harley Quinn?
I feel like there was something else. The fabulous...
I know. I swear, Fabulous is in it.
It is in it.
Okay.
It is in it. And the emancipation of one Harley Quinn,
that might be
or
it.
something like that. Some bullshit, really long name. But after this trailer, it's just Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. That's basically.
I feel like the Birds of Prey got like less than 20 seconds of screen time.
Dude, even less than that.
Yeah. You saw a Huntress for like, what, 2 seconds?
Maybe? Like, none of them were in their costumes. Like, yeah, Huntress wasn't really in her costume. Who else was there? So it's Huntress, Black Canary. Black Canary wasn't really in a costume.
Yeah, I didn't even see Black Canary.
She was the singer.
Oh. See, I wouldn't have even known that.
I'm assuming, because like it just showed her singing and then like vibrating water.
Oh,
yeah. So Black Canary and Cassandra Cain, which I think is Batwoman.
Yeah. So it's Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
That's a stupid name, especially after seeing this trailer. Stupid name.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, like why not? Just call it Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Assholes.
Like, you're barely featuring the Birds of Prey. Just call it the Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah, like this was very Harley Quinn centered.
Just call it Quinn. No, that doesn't work.
Harley.
Yeah, just call it Harley.
Yeah, like, so dumb. Like, the trailer looks good. Like, I'm interested in seeing this movie. I hate the name.
I do too. Like, biggest reason that's drawing me towards seeing this movie is, of course, seeing Margot Robbie back as Harley Quinn, because she's fantastic in the role.
Yeah, and she's kind of going into the way we knew her in the Batman animated series. Like, she adopted a freaking hyena.
Dude, when I saw that, I'll admit, I got a smile on my face. I'm like, okay, I love that you're bringing this in.
Yeah.
This is badass.
Dude, it's so badass. Like, this movie looks good. I mean, there's some issues, like, I think Black Mask is in it, or Ewan McGregor's playing Black Mask, but you don't see his mask.
I didn't even know McGregor was a bad guy.
Yeah, he's playing a bad guy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's deceiving too. Most people don't know that.
Right? I never would have caught on to that.
Yeah, but he doesn't like have a mask in this at all.
Maybe he pulls a Zemo. He never gets it.
True. He could very well do that. But yeah, it's kind of, the name's really long and kind of dumb.
Yeah.
So I don't care for it.
Can you imagine
but
you're going
the overall movie I am excited for.
No, I am too. But can you just imagine like going to buy a ticket and you're just like, hey, can I get a ticket to Birds of Prey? And you don't even have to finish it. Here you go. I'm not gonna make you
I'd
say
still whisper it. Like, I'd give him my card and just be like, "And the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn."
Oh yes,
dude. If I worked at a movie theater and people were doing that, I would have to like go on a leave of absence until the movie was out of theaters.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to take a leave of absence. Oh yeah, for what? Because I want to shoot myself every time that someone gets a ticket for Birds of Prey.
So would you say this movie's probably going to be in theaters for, what, like 2 months? So yeah, I'm going to need that.
Yeah. I'm excited for the movie, regardless of the shitty name.
I am too. What's drawing me in really is Margot Robbie back as Harley Quinn.
Same here. Like, this could have just been a solely Harley Quinn movie, and I would have been happy.
I found it really funny. Like, I giggled when I forget who tells her, but Harley is like, "Oh my goodness, this is like a girl's slumber party. We should order a pizza." And someone's just like, "Harley, let's get back to work."
Focus.
Yeah, something like that.
She's like, okay.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah. So, out of these two, which one are you more excited for?
Even though I didn't see anything, honestly, Stranger Things Season 4.
Serious?
Yeah. But
Okay.
then Harley Quinn. I'm calling it Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm more excited for Harley Quinn.
I can understand why.
Yeah. I like, the only thing that's put me down about this movie is some of the promotional art, like the posters.
Yeah, I see it because it's just Harley Quinn's head, and then it has everyone else just floating around it.
Yeah, which is weird. Like, so
That's
that's
weird.
funky. Like a lot of the promotional stuff, the name bothers me, but from what I saw, I am really excited for this movie.
I am too.
So
they should just it's not too late. Just change it to Harley. Doesn't come out till next year. You still got time.
That's what everyone's calling it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so that covers this week's sneak peeks. Gosh, I should have thought of a better name, but too late now.
Yeah. Well.
All right, let's move on to what's in the box.
Let's do it. Let me pull up my handy dandy box. Blah, 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 blah. Box Office Mojo. At number 1, we got the movie Abominable. Apparently, I can't.
That's
say
a hard word to say.
I always think there's a D in there, but there's not. Abominable. There we go. Which is the newest DreamWorks movie, and that grossed $20 million. And number 2, we got Downton Abbey. Or as we like to call it, Downtown Abbey. Or no, Caleb likes to call it Downtown Abbey. That brought in another $14 million. Hustlers came in 3rd place. That brought in another $11 million. At number 4, we got It Chapter 2, which brought in another $10 million. And at number 4, we got Ad Astra, which brought in another $10 million.
Not bad. Ad Astra is still underperforming, isn't it?
I think so.
Dude, I don't know what I don't think people are super into space movies, or at least like space travel. I think that like Star Wars and Star Trek definitely people are going to go see. But when it comes to like space related movies, I don't think they do well anymore.
They really don't. Like, I feel like the last one that did super well was Interstellar.
Yeah.
And I don't think that one did like amazing.
Yeah, well, that's because the movie's freaking long.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so yeah, that.
Wait, are we talking like Endgame long, or?
I think it's like 3 hours long.
Damn.
Pretty sure.
But I feel like with Endgame, like I never felt like I needed a bathroom break. With that movie, I probably would.
Yeah. It's all dependent on how well the director paces the movie. Because you can have like a really long movie and make it feel really short. And that's like exactly what the Russo brothers did with Endgame. That was a really long movie.
But Endgame just flew by.
It does. Like, even on multiple watches, like it's still just like, it does not feel like a 3-hour movie.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
So, it's... Yeah, I think space movies just go on for a while, because I don't think people really understand the physics of space.
True. You got a good point there.
So, All right, well, let's say we move on to our main event.
Let's do it.
Okay, for this week's main event of the evening, we are going to be having a Halloween costume showdown. We were going to try and have someone on today, but it just didn't work out. Like, a lot of people, like, we're recording a little early because I got shit going on Thursday. But, yeah, it's last minute stuff, and on Tuesdays doesn't really work for people.
Yeah. Apparently our regular recording day works the best.
Yeah, so we'll keep that in mind from now on.
Yes.
So, I don't think we got any messages from the bros.
Sad tear.
Yeah, the only new thing that we got was, you posted that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got,
What?
Flamingo 5. So, is that Sammy?
Yeah, that's Sammy.
Yeah. Sammy said that was too much.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So, other than that, yeah, we didn't get any other comments.
Well, darn.
Yeah. And our question of the week was, what was your favorite and least favorite Halloween costume as a child? So, did you have a favorite? Because I definitely have like two least favorites. I don't know if I have a favorite though. I'll have to think about that one.
What
a Halloween costume, something you wore.
Oh, favorite was always Ghostface. I loved going as Ghostface. It was awesome. Least favorite? It's just because it was like kind of like the experience. I hated going as the Blue Ranger one year just because another kid wore the same costume at school, and yeah, kind of just sucked.
Isn't that always a bummer?
Yeah, like you copier. And of course he resembled the Blue Ranger more in figure size, so I'm body shaming myself right now.
Dude, that shit is the worst.
I know, right?
Yeah, so my favorite, I don't have a lot of costumes that I remember dressing up in. But I remember going one year in my grandpa's Marine clothes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that one was pretty cool. But my grandpa was also really, really freaking skinny. And I was really, really not. Like, I could fit into it. It was just, like, suffocating. Like, all day long.
Like, honestly, you felt like if you, like, even, like let out a deep breath, like, the buttons were just gonna...
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I felt all day. But I will give the uniform credit. It freaking holds.
All right.
There was a lot of times where I'm like, oh, this shit's going to rip or this button's going to pop. Nope. That shit holds on tight. So that's probably my favorite one. Followed really closely by Mario.
I didn't know you went as Mario.
I did go as Mario. And my younger brother Koi went as Luigi.
Shouldn't you have gone as Luigi? You're taller.
No, I wanted to be Mario.
I'm just saying, it would have made more sense if he was Mario and you were Luigi.
Well, that's not how it goes. Yeah, and then Bronson, my youngest brother, I think he was supposed to go as Toad, but we couldn't find a decent costume for him, so he went as like a motorcycle dude.
Lame.
Yeah.
Couldn't have maybe like found like a Yoshi costume?
I know, that's what I was thinking too. But nope, didn't work out.
Or even Wario. That would have been so funny seeing Bronson as Wario.
Yeah. So yeah, that's those are my two favorite. I have two least favorites too.
Oh, story time.
Hell yeah. So the first one I remember, and I don't know if I threw a big fit over this, I just remember not liking this costume, was a pumpkin. And it was like one of those big freaking costumes, and I hated it because I wanted to go with something else. I can't remember what, but my youngest, like, everyone was cooler than me. Like, my youngest brother went as an army guy, and he was in a stroller. So they put like the camo paint on his face and everything,
Yeah.
and then they just kind of rolled him around in a stroller, and he was wearing like a camo hoodie and all this. So he was like the army guy. My brother, or Coy, he went as a rodeo clown.
Okay.
And he freaking, like, owned that costume. Like, he freaking rocked it. Yeah, and then my mom's just like, you're a pumpkin. And I'm just like, what? And I remember freaking out over it. And I still hate that
Did you
costume.
cry?
Probably.
Wow.
I was young. I was
Oh.
really young.
Oh, okay.
Like, Bronson was still in a stroller. And when we learned how to walk, we were made to walk. So I don't think he was over the... I think I was like 5 or 6.
Okay.
And I wanted to be something cool. And I ended up being a pumpkin.
Classic.
Yeah, so the other costume that I freaking hated with all of my being...
This is a good one.
I was in... I think it was 9th grade. No, it wasn't. What grade was I in? I don't remember. I think it was at Forbes. No, it was Lehigh. I think I was in 6th grade, if I'm remembering this right. 5th or 6th. But my mom, or my aunt on my dad's side, came to town for Halloween, and she had, or my cousin came along with her, my baby cousin, Brianka. So shout out to her because she listens.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah, so she came, and my mom thought, like, because Coy was super obsessed with watching Wizard of Oz. And my mom's just like, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be so cute if all the cousins did Wizard of Oz? And I started thinking about, like, how they were going to separate all of this, because Coy had this habit of assigning characters to people.
Okay.
So his, like, if we watched Rugrats, he'd be like, who are you? And so, like, he would assign people. He'd say, I was Tommy, Bronson was Dill, and then he was Chucky. Or if he did, like, Power Rangers, he's like, Caleb's the blue Power Ranger, I'm the red Power Ranger, Bronson's the green Power Ranger. Okay. So stuff like that. He tells who we were in a show.
Okay.
So my mom took this to heart because Coy had assigned us characters from Wizard of Oz. And I hold this against him so hard. Like, so freaking hard. And this is where I kind of realized that my life was going to go to complete shit. So
How old were you again?
5th or 6th grade. So I'm
just already
11
thinking that
or
your
12?
life's going to shit. Damn.
Yeah, I think 11 or 12.
Okay.
So yeah, he assigned us characters. And when my mom says, wouldn't it be so cute if we did Wizard of Oz, since Brianna's here? And I started thinking, and Coy assigned himself the Scarecrow.
Really? I thought Coy would assign himself the Cowardly Lion.
I would have thought that too. But that is not how it went.
All right.
He assigned Bronson the Cowardly Lion.
Okay.
Brianna, obviously Dorothy. And then and then Caleb is the Tin Man.
It was Toto.
We didn't have a dog,
Aww.
so she just got like a little plush dog.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So my mom went out and got the costumes, and my costume, did not freaking fit someone that was a lot taller for the costume. And, like, she went to, like, DI, got Coy, like, a really cool looking Scarecrow outfit.
Yeah.
They went to I think they got Brianna's outfit at DI too.
Yeah.
Other than her slippers, I think they went and got her ruby shoes from Walmart or somewhere because Halloween, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they store bought mine and Bronson's costume, and Bronson was young enough where he was just did not care, and I was old enough to really care. So I went as Tin Man for that Halloween. They painted my face and everything.
Do you have pictures?
I will kill you. I don't have pictures. I personally do not have any pictures.
Damn it.
I do not think we have digitized those pictures. And if they ever do, I will burn down that house.
I will be driving to your parents' house once we finish recording here. Have a nice talk with your mom.
Oh my, dude, I would kill you. I think Bronson might have a picture on his Facebook. But yeah, oh my hell.
Jackpot.
Dude, worst Halloween of my life. Because I had to explain to people who the hell I was. Kids my age. And I'm like, freaking hell.
I'm a saggy Tin Man.
Yeah, my costume didn't fit. That's what bugged me the most about it. It was super tight, too.
Oh, it was tight.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said it was, built for a tall person, so I thought it'd be, really baggy.
No.
Oh.
It was built for someone. I was a lot taller than who it was built for.
Oh, okay.
And I told my mom, I'm like, this doesn't fit. Because I put it on, and it was, up, halfway through my shins. And I'm like, are you shit? There's no way in hell I'm wearing this. And then when, even, my arms, it came up to, my mid-arm.
Damn.
It was like capris. It was wearing capris all over my body. And then, the back didn't fit. I had to, suck in my gut. But yeah, that whole Halloween was a freaking nightmare. Anyway, that's my worst. I think I talked myself into considering that my least favorite Halloween costume.
Yeah, you definitely win for the worst Halloween costume.
Okay. So, getting to the main event, Rose and I have constructed a list of Halloween costumes that we think are pretty classic. When we think of Halloween when we were younger, we didn't include any very specific outfits, just ones that we remember seeing a lot of growing up. So, I kind of cut up the list into strips, so I can't list them all off. So we're just going to go through it. And our criteria, we are basing it off of how cool we think it would have been to be that, or to wear this costume on Halloween back when we were 12?
Yeah, that sounds about good.
Maybe 10.
Yeah, I'd say 10.
Yeah. And then we're also we threw in a couple for girls, and we're just gonna have to try and summon our inner 10-year-old girl.
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So our baseline costume is going to be the skeleton, which I don't know how much this one's gonna how long this one's gonna stay up top.
Yeah, I mean, I never was. Well, wait, no, actually, I was a skeleton one year, and I think that wasn't by choice. My parents made me be one. My mom was just like, I don't know what to. You know what? Just be a skeleton. I don't know what you should be. Kind of like a last minute thing. I don't know. I thought the only cool ones were when it was the glow in the dark. So if you
those ones are way cool.
If you turn it off, because you're wearing all black with the bones attached to you, that looked cool. But I mean, it was somewhat cool, but it was never a costume I wanted to go out of my way to wear, or I would go out of my way to wear.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this wasn't one that I was really very envious of, the people that would wear them, because I feel like the bones were always plastic.
Right?
So I feel like that would be uncomfortable to sit on your skin, and especially if you were in school, like you'd sit down and it would just kind of like all crumple together.
It was very uncomfortable. I can speak from experience.
I believe it. All right, the next costume that we got is a ghost. So is this better or worse than a skeleton?
For me, experience-wise, it was worse because when I can't remember how old I was, but my sister dressed up as a witch and I dressed up as Casper. So I had a white sheet and just like they've painted my face white with like black eye holes. And I remember I kept wanting to like rub my face because like it kept getting itchy. My mom was like, "No, stop it! You're gonna mess up your makeup." And I was getting like all like irritated and all this shit. So honestly, in my opinion, I think Ghost is worse. But that's just me.
I would agree with you. I feel like a ghost is like very plain. Like you can definitely get creative with it.
You can, but like literally just cut.
Casper would be a hard one to do.
Yeah, it's very hard to do.
Yeah, so all right, yeah, I can put ghost below skeleton.
Dope.
All right, next is Ghostface.
That's pretty high for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it's a lot. It's definitely higher than skeleton.
I completely agree. I had some good memories wearing that costume as a kid, especially the bloody version that you could get, where if you pressed like the pump, like blood would run down the mask. It was awesome.
Dude, I always liked playing with that in the store.
Right? Oh, it was so much fun. And
I don't even know why we went to the store. My mom would always get our costumes from DI. For those of you that don't know what DI is, it's like a
we never explained
thrift store.
It's like Goodwill.
Yeah, it's Goodwill
in Utah. That's what the DI is.
Yeah, it's Utah's Goodwill.
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely above skeleton.
Like I remember like the scary movie version of Ghostface. I remember going as that one year with like the tongue sticking out. That was fun.
All right, next we got Spider-Man.
Did you ever go as Spider-Man?
I never went as Spider-Man,
Really?
but Coy went as Spider-Man.
I went as Spider-Man 1 year, but it was like the classic like animated Spider-Man. So it was like the like light blue, red. It wasn't like the like dark blue movie Spider-Man.
Time for the
show
main
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
dude.
And it wasn't muscle either.
Oh, neither was Coy.
Yeah, so much better.
Yeah, and Coy, I tried so hard to convince Coy not to let my mom cut eye holes in his mask. I'm like, just hold on to me, I'll walk you around.
I think I did the same
I
thing.
want to see. And so, yeah, you cut the eye holes and everything. So it had the Miles Morales look now. Now that you
now it's cool. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, I put that above Ghostface. Spider-Man was cool.
I would too.
And anyone who was Spider-Man was cool. And then you got to see kids fight.
Yeah.
If they dressed as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I put it above Ghostface.
I would too. Dude, I remember when the first Spider-Man movie came out and you saw some people dressed as the Green Goblin too. Remember that?
I never saw any Green Goblins.
Really? Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that a couple times. I only saw like one or two at my school, but it was still really cool to see people dressed as the Green Goblin.
All right, next costume we got is a mummy. So this one isn't super high.
It's not.
I felt like this was kind of a lazy costume,
Considering
or
all you
like
just
if
needed-
someone wanted to wrap themselves in toilet paper.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And have a laugh.
Literally all you needed was toilet paper to make this costume.
Yeah. Bronson did a mummy when he was younger. It was a pretty badass costume.
Was it store-bought or homemade?
I think it was homemade.
Nice.
I think my grandma made it. Just did all the stitching on it. No, it wasn't my grandma. I forget who made it, but yeah, it was wrapped around in the actual fabric.
Yeah.
That was just kind of wrapped around him, and he was over a white sweatshirt.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. And then they just took a lot of the fabric strips and just wrapped it around his head, and then just painted his face over.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is really cool.
Yeah. I don't remember mummies being quite that popular.
They were. I never really even saw any when I was in school.
Yeah, I think they were definitely more popular than skeletons, though.
Really? I think skeletons were actually more popular.
You think?
Yeah, in my opinion.
I can be talked either way. So, what do you think below skeleton?
Yeah.
All right. What about ghost?
Coolness wise, I would put it above ghost. Like, I would want to be a mummy before I'd be a ghost.
Fair enough. All right. Okay, next we got cop and prisoner. We're kind of grouping some of these together. And some of them I feel, okay, like we'll get to them eventually. But I think there's a difference between like Disney princess and whatever. Like we'll
No,
we'll
there
get
is.
to it.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. So cops and prisoner. I think I did this one. I think I was a prisoner. Like the orange jumpsuit and everything.
Yeah.
That was one that my mom wanted me to dress up for Halloween. Like this was like near the time I didn't want to do anything for Halloween.
Oh, okay.
And so my mom was just very insistent that I do something, and I was just like, I'll wear that. And it was the prison jumpsuit.
I gotta like tell the story really quickly before I forget, because okay, do you remember that Halloween that we went out to just like scare kids?
Where we tried to go and scare kids, but we just ended up like goofing off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I'll always remember because I felt so bad because I duct taped a Nerf gun like with all black tape, and I was still having like the orange tip show. But when some kids were walking away from a house, because I was wearing a purge mask, like the one from the first movie, when I pointed it at a little girl as she was walking away, she ducked and ran. I felt so bad. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Dude, we were so bad at scaring kids.
We were awful.
Like I remember, like Bronson went with us, and we gave him the Jason mask.
Yeah.
And he would just like he wasn't stealthy at all. He would like follow these kids and then just stand in the driveway and wait for them to walk past.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Yep.
Like he wouldn't like go huh or anything. He'd just stand there.
Yeah.
And then we're like, "You're supposed to do something else." And he's like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, we sucked.
We did.
Sorry. Back to cops and prisoners.
Yes, cops and prisoner. Effort-wise, it's definitely below skeleton, but
yeah.
I think in coolness, if you were a cop or a prisoner, I think it was a little cooler than a skeleton.
I agree.
Definitely not as cool as Ghostface, though.
No.
All right, next up, Wizard of Oz.
Caleb's favorite. I think we should just move that to number 1 right now.
Okay, if you're talking coolness-wise, it all depends on the age.
Okay.
Because Bronson, he was 2 grades below me. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was 2 grades below me. That's not true.
No. Coy's 2 grades below you.
That's right. He's 4 grades below me.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So when I was in 6th, Bronson was in 2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a lot cooler for him to be the Cowardly Lion than it was for me to be Tin Man.
Yeah.
And Coy was... He was kind of in the middle ground because he was at that point where he just didn't give a shit. Like, he just liked being Scarecrow.
Yeah.
So coolness, it definitely adjusts for age. And since I think I was a little old, like if we're going coolness as a 10-year-old, I think it's definitely cooler than Ghost. I think it's a little cooler than being a mummy. And I think it's a bit cooler than Skeleton, but I don't know if it's quite as cool as being a prisoner.
I'd honestly have to agree with you there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As much as I freaking hate doing that. Like, it kills the... 6th grade me is like wants to punch me in the throat. All right. Ninja is the next one. Where do you think that one fits?
I just totally forgot one that we made it. Ninja Turtle.
Damn it. I'll make that one up real quick.
Okay.
So, figure out where you want to put Ninja.
I never really wanted to go as a ninja.
Really?
Yeah. It's never, like, something... I always wanted to go as a Ninja Turtle. Like...
Oh, yeah, Ninja Turtles are awesome.
Yeah, like, I always wanted to go as Donatello. But, yeah, no, I never really wanted to go as a ninja. Because, like, growing up, like... I never thought just, like, ninjas were cool. I thought, like, the only cool ninjas were the Teenage Mutant Turtle variety.
I think they were pretty cool. Like, if you're thinking 10-year-old, they're pretty cool.
Alright. But where would you rank it?
I always thought, like, the people that, or the kids that went as ninjas were, like, the superstars.
Yeah.
So I would definitely, I would put it above, like, Prisoner. But I think it was below Ghostface for sure.
Okay, I can agree with that. Nothing beats Ghostface in my eyes. Just because that costume meant a lot to me as a kid. Like, that's just childhood nostalgia right there.
Alright, next up we got horror icons. So this includes, like, Michael Myers, Chucky. I'd say Jason, but I feel Jason's in his own little category.
No, I'll give you that. The only thing I hated growing up when I was a kid... The Michael Myers mask has improved so much now. Like, it's not annoying. When I was a kid, oh my gosh. The hair on that mask was a chore in and of itself. Like, oh my god. Like, you seriously needed to just get, like, gel and just, like, slick it. Just for the damn thing to stay in place. Because literally while you're trick-or-treating, all of a sudden, like, a huge flap is just going to come and slap you in the face.
Dude,
and it just got, like, the worst part I remember, like, honestly, like, this, like, docks it a little bit, just because I know this is, like, kind of, like, TMI, but, like, wearing the mask, like, on Halloween night, it's hot, and it got sweaty as hell in there.
Dude, that's the shitty thing about masks. They get hot.
Yeah. Like, I, like, honestly was struggling to breathe. Like, half of the time I, like, had to take off the mask. I'm like, this is ruining the costume. Now I'm just wearing a blue jumpsuit. I don't look like anything. And, like, my school was the kind of place that you couldn't wear masks, so, like, people were just like, well, who the hell are you supposed to be? I'm like, I'm supposed to be Michael Myers, but, can't wear my mask.
Yeah. Masks weren't allowed at my schools either, but they did allow face paint. And so, instead of painting my entire face, like a normal person would,
yeah,
my mom would only paint what was exposed of my face. So when she did Tin Man, it was just the circle. So while I was wearing that and it was like wrapped around my head, I would get sweaty and it would like run down. So I had streaks of normal skin coming down my face and then just like bundles of like gray paint around my chin.
Oh,
I cannot express enough how much I hated that costume. Like, it's definitely a fun memory, but it's one of those memories that you just kind of want to forget.
Yeah.
But no one ever does.
As far as, like, horror icons, not including Jason, Michael was the only other one that I went as. I never went as Freddy. I never went as Chucky. So.
Yeah. Those ones weren't, like, quite as cool to go as. Like
they
the other
well,
ones.
I mean, because growing up, like, I was the weird kid that loved horror movies, so you never really saw a lot of that.
I think you were in the small group of people that, like, they were allowed to watch that stuff.
Never messed up in the head.
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, I wasn't allowed to watch that stuff. And I think a lot of kids in Utah, they were not allowed to watch that stuff. So I think the coolness level is pretty low for that one.
I mean, it's cool for me, it's low for you, so we're going to have to meet in the middle ground.
All right, where do you want to put it?
To me, it's above Skeleton.
I can agree with that.
Is it above Wizard of Oz, though?
Yes.
Okay. Is it above Cops and Prisoners?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I can agree with that. Okay. Perfect.
All right, cool. Next, well, let's just knock this one out. Disney princesses. So this does not include just normal, like a normal princess. So we need to kind of throw our 10-year-old boy aside.
Okay.
And summon our 10-year-old girl.
Mommy, I want me Snow White. I can't do it.
I remember seeing a lot of Disney princesses.
I did
in
too.
Like 5th grade.
I think like the three main were Cinderella, Snow White, and what was the third one? Was it Belle?
I think it might have been Belle.
I think
Belle or Aurora.
Yeah, it was okay, those four.
Yeah. So I think those were pretty popular.
They were very popular. I feel Cinderella was actually probably the most popular one.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, I definitely agree with that. I would dare say that Disney princesses are above Ninja.
I'd agree. I would agree.
Like I remember like you could kind of tell the status.
Yeah, if they were a
of a
popular girl, they had to be a Disney princess. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Popular girls, definitely Disney princesses. The lower class girls were just normal princesses.
That or like girl characters from like other shows.
Yeah. All right. This one gets its own
I
category.
saw another one, but I don't know if like you can group this in. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo one? Did you see a lot of Scooby-Doo?
I did not see a lot of
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo.
I didn't either. Okay, never mind.
All right. Anything with fake muscles.
I never thought this was cool as a kid.
I didn't either. So one year I wore a Superman costume and it had fake muscles and I got laughed at all day.
Yeah. Because it just looks stupid.
Yeah, they were like at a certain point, like because what I was wearing a Superman shirt.
Yeah.
Because I needed something to match the blue of the costume in the back.
Yeah.
So I just wore a Superman shirt and then put the Superman suit over it. It got to the point where I was just like, screw this. I took the Superman costume off and just wore the cape.
That's fair. Did people
yeah.
say cool costume that time?
Do what?
Did people at least stop laughing at you?
Yeah, they stopped laughing.
Okay.
But then like people started like coming up and be like, hey, where's your fake muscle suit? And I'm like, screw you guys. Hate you all.
Wait, what grade were you in?
I think I was in like 7th.
Yeah, why the hell are you wearing that in 7th grade?
Because I had nothing else to wear.
Dude, even I would have laughed at you.
Whatever, screw you. So, I think fake muscles is definitely below like Mummy. But I think it's a little bit better than Ghost.
Yeah, alright, I'll give you that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking low.
Yeah.
It's not... Yeah, it wasn't very often that I got laughed at all day. So when I did, it stuck.
It's okay, Caleb, it's okay. You're in a safe place now.
Alright, next is a pumpkin. I remember some girls dressing up as pumpkins.
Yeah.
But they were like cute.
I don't know, I feel
Like it was like an orange shirt with like the jack-o'-lantern stuff drawn on
like
it.
pumpkin I feel like was mostly like aimed towards like toddlers. That's what like most parents will dress their like babies up as a pumpkin.
Yeah, and 6-year-olds that your parents want to shame.
Yeah, that too. So honestly, pumpkin kind of ranks low for me.
It ranks really low for me too.
Like, I might even go below ghost. Well, okay, a tad above ghost.
I would actually give you below ghost.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how much I hated that costume.
All right.
And I don't think I was in school at the time.
You're probably just like, thank goodness.
Yeah. After I realized how mean kids are. I was like, yeah.
Well, and especially in junior high, like, oh, kids were dicks in junior high. I hated junior high because of that.
Yeah. People suck. And, like, it's... Like, kids will make fun of you in an accurate way.
Yeah. True
and
that.
it's bullshit.
True that.
Anyway. Next we got Frankenstein. I feel this one was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. It really wasn't like a costume that like I ever really wanted to go as, just because I never really watched Frankenstein.
I really liked Frankenstein, like the monster.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like, we know the difference between Dr. Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster, but everyone calls that the Frankenstein, so you guys can shut up. So yeah, like, if I wanted to go as a Frankenstein, but never did. And I don't know why. I just don't think it was ever, like, in the cards. Like, is it?
But the
like,
Tin Man was.
Tin Man sure as hell was.
Yeah.
Because that's when my mom was like, we should do this. How about we don't? So I think Frankenstein was pretty cool.
I agree. It
like,
was.
I don't think it was the coolest thing on planet Earth. But
No, it wasn't.
I think it was definitely above, like, Skeleton.
I definitely agree.
You say it's above Wizard of Oz?
Because of your story, I would put it above Wizard of Oz. Because you wanted to actually go as Frankenstein. You didn't want to go as the Tin Man.
Hell no. No one wants to go as the Tin Man. What about the horror icons?
No, sorry, I can't do that.
I can give you that one.
Okay.
All right. Next up, we got just regular princess. And like I said, this is like the lower class.
So, like, can we like group this into like kind of like Red Riding Hood and it's kind of like that a little bit?
I consider Red Riding Hood like a princess
Okay.
of sorts.
Okay, so that's what I think when I think not Disney princess.
Yeah.
Like Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, Red Riding Hood. Just like a general princess outfit.
Yeah.
Like a normal dress with a crown or just something. Like something that wasn't like Disney specific. That's what I think of.
Kind of like how in
Shrek,
like they looked in like Shrek the Third.
Yeah,
Okay.
more or less. Like just very generic.
Okay.
So.
I mean, even like the inner 10-year-old girl in me is ranking it low.
I don't know. I saw a lot of Red Riding Hoods.
I mean, I did too. I actually saw a lot of grannies too. I was surprised by that. I'm like, really? You guys want to go as... Well, now I'm thinking of hoodwinks, so Grandma Puckett?
I personally think that it was more popular than horror icons.
Don't say that. Because I have to agree with you, but I don't want to agree. I hate you.
Hey, don't blame me. Blame your inner 10-year-old girl.
Damn you.
Stupid bitch. Okay, next, Batman.
I think I saw more Batmans than Spider-Mans.
I think so too. I think Batman was like top tier.
Yeah, so
like if you were any like even a little bit cool, you win as Batman.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I was not even a little bit cool.
I wasn't either, so I was never Batman.
So we're saying above Spider-Man?
Yep, top of the list, baby.
All right, next we got Dracula /vampire.
I never wanted to go as one.
Neither did I. I thought vampires I've always thought have been super dumb.
Same. And then Twilight made them dumber.
Yeah, like everyone was just like, "Oh, they made vampires not cool anymore."
It's like
Vampires were never cool.
Yeah, it's like I always thought they weren't that cool.
Yeah. So I think it's definitely above Skeleton, but
Yeah.
I would put it below Wizard of Oz.
I would too. Definitely.
Yeah, because you could dress up as fancy as you want, say, "Oh, I'm Dracula," and you're like, eh.
It's like, are you though? Are you really? It's like, bite me right now and tell me what my blood type is. Then I'll know you're Dracula.
All right, next up we got Pirate. And I think this one was pretty cool.
It was. Again, I never wanted to be one.
I actually went as Jack Sparrow one year.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, all my stuff was from... I felt really embarrassed at first.
Why?
Because the vest that we got was like an old-timey granny vest. And so, like, I was embarrassed to wear it, and then I realized if I flip it inside out, it looks a lot cooler.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So I just flipped it inside out and called it a day.
Very nice.
So, and I had the wig and everything.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hell
I freaking went all out with that shit. I think I even had an earring, but I had to take that off because that really hurt my ear. Because it was one of those ones that clip to your ear.
Oh, yeah.
And then it just like starts to hurt.
Yeah, I know it did.
So where do you put this one in?
I want to see where you rank it first.
I don't know where I would put it. I think it was a little cooler than Cops and Prisoners. I don't know if it was as cool as being a ninja.
I can agree with that placement.
You sure you got a like major stank face on?
I don't know. I think honestly being a prisoner is kind of cooler than being a pirate.
Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch. But was it cooler than being a princess?
My inner 10-year-old girl says no, but you know my 10-year-old boy says yes.
Well, yeah, but if we were summoning our 10-year-old boy, princess and Disney princess would be at the bottom.
True. I would say that pirate is above princess.
Okay. Sweet. All right, next up we got Mario. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, we can group in Mario and Luigi together.
Okay, cool.
So where did these ones go?
I honestly didn't see a lot of people dress up as Mario and Luigi.
Yeah,
But it was still a
I did
cool-ass
Mario
costume.
and Mario and Luigi is a hard one to do because that's one you can only do with a sibling.
True.
And that's one I did with Koi.
Yeah.
And yeah, Bronson was supposed to be Toad, but didn't work out that way. So
Little shit.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Where would you fit him in?
I mean them
or them in? Because I felt they got cooler as time went on.
They did,
but back then,
I put him above pirate.
Would you put him above Cops and Prisoner?
I don't know. What do you think?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll put Mario and Luigi. And yes, I'm putting the Mario tab above the Luigi tab because Mario was cooler.
Asshole.
Whatever. It does not make sense that you did not really grow... Like, how long did you and your sister live in the same house?
10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
Did you guys play Mario together?
Not really, actually. I don't think.
Then how the hell did you end up liking Luigi more?
Just because I don't know what it was. I don't know. Just playing Mario Kart and yeah, I don't know what it is. Luigi really grew on me because he was the one that never got any love.
Okay. All right, next up we got his clown.
Bottom.
Bottom?
I'm just kidding.
It really depended on the type of clown.
Like, thinking now, like, if it was, like an amazing, like, close to, like, screen accurate Pennywise, it'd go on the freaking top. Because that's a badass costume.
I don't think we would have appreciated it as much when we were 10.
All right, good point.
So, like, if you were a scary clown, I think it was a little cooler to be than, like, a normal clown.
Yeah.
But I'm also thinking of Koi's costume because he was a rodeo clown, and he freaking rocked it, and people, like, loved his costume. Like, my family still talks about it to this day.
Wow.
So I think it's... If we're averaging it out, it should go somewhere with, like, maybe above Frankenstein, but below horror icons.
Okay, I can give you that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, next up, let's do Witch. I felt like I saw a lot of witches.
Yeah, it was really basic.
Yeah, like the tiers of girls went Disney princess. I feel like there was another one. Oh, yeah, witch, and then no, cat, and then witch.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I always noticed that the girls that I had crushes on were always like in the middle. Like they were either like some sort of princess, never Disney princesses, just either princess or a cat. Like that's where my level.
You never shot for the top?
I never shot for the top. I was a hopeless romantic, and I feel like those two were the only ones that appreciated it.
I can respect that.
But yeah, like anyone who was a witch, I had zero interest in because I felt they were weird. And like the cat and the normal princesses like Red Riding Hood, I felt like a lot of my crushes went as Red Riding Hood. But anyway, where would you put Witch in this?
I think it's above Pumpkin.
Oh, it's 100% above Pumpkin.
Would you put it, though, above Ghost?
I would put it above Ghost, and I would put it above anything with fake muscles.
Yeah, I would agree. I forgot about the fake muscles. Trying so hard to forget.
Yeah, what about Mummy?
If done right, I feel a mummy's still cooler.
Yeah, but how often was a mummy done right?
That's a very good point. Yeah, okay, I'd have to put Witch above Mummy then.
Would you put it above Skeleton?
No, I still think Skeleton looked cooler.
Fair. All right, let's do Darth Vader.
That was a pretty popular one.
This was a damn popular one.
I feel Spider-Man was a little more popular.
Yeah.
But I think barely. So I would honestly just put it below Spider-Man.
So above Ghostface?
Yeah. What do you think?
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. What about a devil/angel? Because they're basically the same costume.
They are, but Devil was definitely more popular when we were kids.
Yeah, definitely. Devil was more popular with the boys. Angels were more popular with the girls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Like, you could almost fit Angel in with, like, normal princesses.
That's a good point. That's
like, almost, but
yeah.
not quite. Just because it's
almost there.
very specific.
Yeah.
So, I would actually put this one below Princess, but above horror icons.
I can agree with that.
All right. Next up, we got Star Trek. I remember seeing a few of these.
I never really saw them.
Really?
Yeah, not a lot of people like Star Trek at my school, apparently.
I don't think that the kids that ever dressed up in Star Trek stuff knew what it was. I think it was their parents being like, "This would be so funny."
Yeah.
So I don't think it was that cool.
Can you
because
imagine
no
us
one
being
got
like the kid that does this to like every person, and your friends are just like, "What the hell is that supposed to mean?" And he's like, "I don't know. My parents told me to do it to every single person I see."
The kid just has a breakdown.
Yeah. It's like, stop yelling at me.
I think it was definitely cooler than Pumpkin.
Yeah.
I don't quite know if it was cooler than a ghost.
I don't think it was.
Just because I don't think people got it.
No, they didn't.
Like now, I think it would be like really high.
Oh yeah, especially
But-
because like the the new movies came out. But yeah, when we were kids, no.
Yeah, so this is like for us personally, like early 2000s.
Yeah. So Star Wars was pretty big or in the early 2000s when we were 10, but Star Trek was not.
Star Wars has been big forever.
That's a very good point.
All right, next we got Werewolf. I did not see a lot of werewolves.
I didn't either. I only saw like one every year, if
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I feel it was kind of like a hard costume to do.
it was.
Took a lot of effort.
It did. It took lots of effort.
Yeah.
Because either you couldn't really do a mask with it either. Like you had
Yeah.
to get like the fake teeth and everything and paint your face.
Yep.
So yeah, it was a lot of effort. And I think a bad werewolf is better than a good mummy.
I'll give you that.
But is it better than a witch?
I don't think so.
Alright, so let's put it in the middle of those. Alright, next we got video game characters. So this is more like Link. I can't really think of any others. Just maybe
Yeah.
Sonic.
Okay, yeah, we'll go Sonic.
Like Wario and Waluigi, if you saw them ever.
I never saw them as kids.
I never did either.
I know my kids at my school never really. I mean, I'm sure they played Legend of Zelda, but they never really dressed up as them.
Yeah.
So I don't think I ever saw anybody drink dressed up as Link or Zelda.
I don't think I saw any of them either. And so video game characters, like, yes, we know Mario and Luigi could be thrown into this group, but I feel like we've said they're in a different tier.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're just a little bit more popular than
Oh, they are. I
others.
agree.
So I think these are, I don't know if they're quite as cool as like Wizard of Oz.
They're not.
So
I
I'd
don't
put
think
them,
so.
like, where would you place them? Because I'm thinking definitely below Wizard of Oz. But are they cooler than Dracula? Or vampires, or whatever you want to...
I mean, if we're thinking back to then, the costumes weren't great, so no.
I can give you that one. What about Skeleton?
Honestly, I think Skeleton was kind of cooler. I think.
I can give you that one, too. I'd almost say witches, too.
Yeah.
But I think it was definitely better than, like, werewolf.
Yeah, no, it was.
Alright, next up we got a cat.
Boring. I'm just kidding.
So, like we said, I think it's definitely below princess and definitely below the devil/angel,
Yeah.
but it's definitely above witch. Now we just need to figure out where in those does it fit. So, like I said, princess below, or between princess and witch, those were my people. Dude, and I've gone back and looked at a lot of the girls that I was into growing up.
Yeah.
They grew up to be hot.
Does Brielle know?
Oh shit, she just got home. Yeah, like, but like, no joke. Like, they grew up to be like super cute, and the girls that were super popular grew up to be super not.
Yeah.
Shut up. Above or below horror icons for Cat?
I didn't see a lot of cats. I saw more horror, so I put it below.
Okay. Is it below clown?
I might actually put it above clown.
Above clown?
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good spot. I'd agree with you there. All right, next we got Disney. So this isn't Disney princesses. This is just anything Disney themed.
Yeah. So like Woody, Buzz, stuff like that.
Incredibles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so stuff like that.
You see, even with the Incredibles, the muscle thing, I feel looks stupid. I know you're going for Mr. Fantastic, but not Mr.
Mr. Incredible.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Incredible. Thank you. But still.
Yeah, I would put this one. Like, sadly, it's high just based off of popularity.
It is, and it's also high for me, just because there was. I regret doing this. So there was one Halloween where I told my parents, "Oh, I want to be Woody for Halloween," because Woody has always been my favorite Disney character,
right,
ever since I was a kid. Will never change, probably. But then at the last minute, I decided, you know what? Instead of being Woody, I want to be Buzz Lightyear. And I don't know why. It was stupid. I should have gone as Woody. Because whenever, like, my grandma pulls out those pictures, she's just like, you were way cuter as Woody. I don't know why you went as Buzz. I'm just like, you know what? I agree with you, Grandma. I don't know why I did.
That's not where I thought that was going at all.
Where do you think it was going?
I thought your grandma was just going to be talking about how, like, I don't know, like, that's not where I thought you were going. I thought she was going to just be saying, like, oh, like, you were super cute as Buzz, and nope, she's like, no, you were cuter as Woody. That's awesome.
Which made sense because, I got the brown hair for it. It's been perfect. But no, I decided to be Buzz Lightyear the last minute. Not that Buzz is bad, but Woody's
Buzz
better.
is the one you go for when you're trying to be cool.
Yeah, Woody's better.
That's hilarious. So, would you say above horror icons? Or where did we say we were putting it?
I don't know. We said it was pretty high because it was very popular. Yeah. Disney characters.
I think it's above Princess.
I would agree.
But is it more popular than Pirate?
I honestly think it was. At my school, at least.
I'd have to agree with you on that one. I don't know if it was as popular as Mario and Luigi, though.
It wasn't.
Okay, so we found its home. Alright, next up we got Power Ranger.
Go, go, Power Rangers.
I never got to go as a Power Ranger.
I'm so sorry.
I always wanted to be the Blue Ranger.
Yeah.
Because I freaking love the Blue Ranger.
Blue Ranger is the best. Even though I didn't fit the figure.
Dude, our figures when we were kids was super weird. Like, I was, like, really lanky. Like, really lanky. Like, looking back at pictures of me, I was
always chubby.
Dude, it's like, you need a happy medium when you're a kid. Otherwise,
You do.
Halloween body shames you.
It really does.
And it's not even, like, kids that do it at first. It's always you.
Yeah, because you're like, he was a lot skinnier in the movie or something like that. You're just like, I look nothing like they did. Wow. Okay. Mom, you let me wear this?
This is more on you than it is me.
Yeah.
I feel Power Rangers were super popular.
Oh, yeah, they were very, very popular.
They definitely were not as popular as, like, Darth Vader.
No.
I do think they were better than or more popular than Ghostface.
They were, yeah.
It's always shitty with, like, Halloween. Like, you would think that the scary things would be more popular.
No. I always thought the same when I was a kid, but no. Like, isn't that the point of Halloween?
All right, next up, Star Wars. So this covers like Boba Fett, Stormtroopers, Jedi,
Yoda.
whatever. Yoda.
Well, Yoda's a Jedi, so whatever. I mean, the two most, I feel the costumes you saw the most when it comes to Star Wars were Darth Vader, Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Anakin.
Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, you'd get a Stormtrooper.
You would. No, actually, you got a lot of those, actually. I'm sorry, I forgot to point that out. At least at my school, there were a lot of people that wanted Stormtroopers.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of Stormtroopers, but I did see a lot of Jedi, Darth Vader, and Obi-Wan.
Okay. So I honestly would probably put it above Ghostface, but not above Power Rangers.
I would agree with you there. All right, next up we got superheroes. So this is like Iron Man, Captain America, like the ones that weren't as popular back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, now they're like all the craze.
Yeah,
like everyone
now
wants to be Black Panther.
Yeah, like I think now that like each of these could get their own like tab. But back then, it was just if you were anyone other than like Batman or Spider-Man
or Superman,
which I think we can do him next.
Yeah,
yeah. If you were anyone other than those, people were just like, "Oh, which superhero are you?"
Yeah, exactly.
Or you just like expose those nerds that knew.
Yeah.
So superheroes. Honestly, I would. Back then, I think they were below Disney princesses.
They were. They really were.
Were they above ninjas?
I don't think they were, honestly. I don't really see a lot of people go as any other superhero besides those main three.
What about cops and prisoners? Like, where would you put this?
I think it would probably go below cops and prisoners.
But above Mario and Luigi?
Actually, it might go below Mario. Just keeps moving down the list. Cause I didn't really see. Okay, the only other like superhero I can think I saw a lot of was Hulk. I did see a lot of Hulks.
That is true. I saw a decent amount of Hulks too.
And Wolverines.
Yes.
So those were the only two really that you saw a lot of.
Honestly, I would probably put it but like now that we talked about it, I would probably put it below Disney, but above Pirate.
Yeah, I feel that's a good placement.
Superheroes. There. I need a bigger board. Oh, shit. What did we say? Below Pirate, but above Princess?
I thought we said above Pirate, but below Princess.
That's right.
Or below Disney.
Yeah, below Disney. Okay.
There we go.
Next up, we got Ghostbusters.
I sadly did not see a lot of them.
I remember seeing a couple, not like throughout my entire school career.
I mean, I wish I would have been introduced to Ghostbusters at a younger age because I would have been a Ghostbuster every single year.
Yeah, that would have been freaking awesome. So sadly, I think it's pretty low.
It sadly is. I agree.
Like, I think it's maybe... I think it was below Skeleton.
I'd have to agree.
What about Witch?
I might actually put it below Witch, too.
And same with video game characters?
I saw more of Ghostbusters than video game characters, actually.
Okay. I'll give you that one.
Mm.
Alright, next up we got Jason. This was a very popular one.
Yeah, because it was so easy to do.
Yeah. I think this one's above Ghostface in popularity.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. That was an easy one.
Yeah, that was super easy. Because it's like you kind of know.
Yeah.
It's like, it's more like the top is like pop culture. And then once you get kind of into the more vague pop culture, then it gets into like horror stuff.
Yeah.
And then it gets back into like mix of horror and more pop culture. Because I think that's just what Halloween is. It's just a pop culture fest.
It really is.
All right, next we got Pokemon. So this is like if someone dressed up as like Ash or Misty, because I saw a few Misties.
I did too.
I think I saw more Misties than I did Ashes.
I did see a few James actually.
Really?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Okay. Where do you think that fits in, though? Because I think that's pretty low, too.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I think it's maybe above Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Is it above Witch?
No.
No?
No.
Well, that's going to be nice, but... Okay.
Well, I'm not being nice. I'm playing hardball here, boy.
Alright, if you're playing hardball, Ninja Turtle.
I wanted to be one so bad.
Dude, I did too. Dude, I think the only thing keeping me and my brothers from doing Ninja Turtles was not having a fourth.
I wish I knew you when we were younger. I could have been the fourth. Damn it.
Yeah. Like, so you would have had to be Michelangelo then.
Yeah.
Because Koi assigned characters.
No, I'm fighting Bronson over Donatello.
I think he would have gone for Mikey if you would have like talked him into it a little bit.
Okay, all right, yeah.
But yeah, his thing was like the way Koi distributed it. I was Leo, he was Raph, and then Bronson just got both Donnie and Mikey.
Okay.
Yeah, because if there was like, I think Koi was weird, dude. Like Koi felt bad about leaving one of them out.
Yeah.
But he was fine leaving, like, the other ones out, like, with Rugrats. He was fine leaving, like, all the other babies out, but he found the ones that we were assigned.
I mean, I get that with Ninja Turtles, because, I mean, no, it's, I mean, like, you're not gonna, like, see a Ninja Turtle movie that, like, only Leo and Mikey are in.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have them without all four.
So where would you put Ninja Turtles?
I saw a lot of them, and it was because when we were kids, the 2003 series was out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
I completely forgot about that.
It wasn't a lot of, because they didn't even make them for Donatello and Michelangelo. They only made them for Leonardo and Raphael, which really pissed me off. So you really only saw Leo and Raph. But I remember seeing a lot of those. I don't know if it was more popular than Star Wars.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking too. It was definitely more popular than Jason.
Yeah, I think it's below Star Wars.
I'd give you that one.
Okay. Sweet.
All right, next up we got Superman. I think this was more popular than Batman.
I completely agree.
Like this was just the quintessential Halloween costume.
Yeah.
I think everyone went as or thought about going as Superman at least once in their life.
I actually never did.
Really?
Yeah, but that's just because I didn't really like Superman.
I'll give you that.
I mean, I like him now, but yeah, as a kid, I really didn't like Superman.
I wasn't a big fan of Superman either. Like, I liked his movies and everything that I saw him because I watched, like, I think I've said this before, but my dad and we used to watch, like, TV Land on Sundays before, and so one of the things that would, like, one of the movies that they would play a lot was Christopher Reeve's Superman, and that was something I was allowed to watch.
Okay.
But yeah, like, my top favorite was Hulk. But
big shocker there.
Yeah. And I think he's sadly fits into the superheroes.
He sadly
group.
does. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll get over it.
Look on the bright side. If I would have dressed up as Hawkeye, no one would have known who I was. Be like, who the hell are you supposed to be? I'm Hawkeye.
Dude, back then you wouldn't even have known who you were.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
All right, now the last one, and this one's going to be funky because this is like one.
This is gonna be
hard. So this is not I say we throw this in as adults, or like we judge this one as adults,
Okay.
because this is a hard. Like, if we were to do this as anything other than adults that know better, this would be top of the list.
I just don't want to rank, because like I don't want to like rank this being like, oh, you know, like I'm a guy, so this is why I think it's the best.
Yeah, but if we're judging it off of that stuff, like if we've been judging this one how we did all the other ones,
Yeah.
this would be top, and you know it.
Yeah, I know it would.
So we're gonna do this one as adults.
Okay.
Sexy blank. And when I say sexy blank, I'm not bleeping out a word. This is just sexy whatever.
Yep.
Nurse, maid, doctor, whatever.
They actually did a sexy Ghostbuster.
Dude, I'm pretty sure all of these, if you were to search sexy Superman, you would find it.
Oh, yeah.
If you were to search sexy any of these, you would find it. Like a Halloween costume.
I don't understand why you would need a sexy Ninja Turtle, but I'm sure they have it.
They do. I've seen it.
Why? Why?
Exactly. So, on this, how cool is being a sexy blank?
I mean, I don't know if my figure can hold in the costume, so... I mean, you're going to get a little more than you're asking for.
I actually put this really low, because I think anyone who does sexy anything is, like, really low.
I agree. It's... Honestly...
And I'm not going to say, like, they're trashy or
they're
anything.
not.
Because some of them are, like, really creative in how they do it.
Yeah, they are.
It's just, when you're thinking, like, coolness level, like, I feel like I'm going to appreciate a well-made costume a lot more than I'm going to appreciate a sexy costume.
Yeah. Kind of reminds... You've seen Mean Girls, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it reminds me of that scene. Like, oh my gosh, why are you so scary? It's Halloween.
Yeah, like, I would have appreciated her a lot more than all the
Yeah.
freaking trashy, sexy outfits. I just said I wasn't going to say trashy, but I totally did.
Caleb.
So, where does this fit in?
Like I said, I'm with you. It's very low. What do we have at the bottom? Pumpkin?
Pumpkin.
Is it lower than pumpkin?
I wouldn't say it's lower than pumpkin.
Okay.
Because if you, like I said, if we're doing this as adults,
Yeah.
as 23-year-old men, I think a pumpkin is way less cool.
Yeah, I agree.
So I would almost say it's maybe above Pokemon, but below Witch.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bam.
Sweet. And that concludes our showdown. So going through the list, top 5 is Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Darth Vader, and Power Ranger. And then in order going down further down the list is Star Wars, Ninja Turtle, Jason, Ghostface, Disney Princess, Ninja, Cop/Prisoner, Mario and Luigi, Disney related anything, superheroes, pirate, a princess, a devil/angel, any of the horror icons, a cat, a clown, Frankenstein, Wizard of Oz, Dracula/vampire, skeleton, witch, sexy blank, Pokemon, Ghostbusters, video game characters, werewolf, mummy, anything with fake muscles, Star Trek, and pumpkin. And I feel so vindicated that Pumpkin's at the bottom.
Can your 6th grade self, though, sleep at night knowing that Wizard of Oz is where it is?
I think it can.
Okay, all right. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 6th grade year old me after Halloween didn't get a lot of sleep. All right, well, like we said, that concludes this showdown. If you like this episode and want to check out more of our stuff, be sure to subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, Spotify, or basically anywhere you can find a freaking podcast.
Yep.
You can also check out all of our content on YouTube. We're going to be talking more about like video releases and maybe recording some of the stuff that we do here on recording days and whatnot. So yeah. And if you want to follow us on social media, we are on Facebook at facebook.com/theallbros. We are on Twitter and Instagram. Our handle is @theallbros. And if you have a movie you want us to break down, if you have a showdown idea, if you want to give us a topic to do a Dreamcast on, or if you want to be a guest, email us, or go to our website and fill out our little form thing, or just message us on social media. We'll respond to you. But our email is theallbroschannel@gmail.com, and our website is tinyurl.com/theallbros. I need to update that because we have a store now.
Yeah.
With all of the, not all of it, with our episode art. So I forgot to release shit yesterday. So after we're done recording, I need to go and release some stuff today.
Okay.
And I'm going to release 2 random ones and then the new Hawkeye artwork. That looks freaking awesome.
It really does.
And yes, before anyone points it out, I did copy what I did with the first Clint Barton Hawkeye Dreamcast. I just made it better, so bite me. So yeah. Next week, we are going to be breaking down Joker.
Yep, Joker.
Yeah, we're going to be breaking down Joker. So, yeah, tune in next week for that. And until then, this has been the All Bros Podcast. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we'll catch you guys next time. Deuces.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu.
What in the ever-living shit?
I wanted to stretch it out, but I think my voice is still trying to get fully back to what it is from the sickness that I'm cutting out on Herbert, and it's pissing me off.